Zahabi Show. Zahabi
Abel Karaoke. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Najua tumekaa sana bila kuonana, but kama uja subscribe na kwa hii video ukitaka uta like, comment something at least tuoneshane tuko pamoja ama ni aje manze. So today nataka tuongelee kitu moja inaitwa corona. You know, sometimes if you want to say something mtu anaonekana kama ni mad, something like that, lakini okay, first of all niseme I am not a medical practitioner and I'm not a scientist. Those are two things which I'm not. I'm an engineer stroke security guard, and I'm happy with whatever I'm doing now. Nitonge tu na ile kizungu kidogo najua yeah, so that at least information is afikia watu. Okay, naita the dumbest idea the cure to corona. The dumbest idea, even vile mimi nimeita, because I'll be using what we call thinking any conspiracies. First of all, najua wengine juu bisi daktari, maybe pale ya kwanza utaendelea kuona na ni kwa mimi si daktari labda ama scientist, labda your interest bado itaisha, but okay, I want you keep tuned in. Let's go through this sindio? Okay, hii kitu ilianzia hapo 2019. That's why it's called COVID-19. Now ilianza kama jokes because some people used to say, okay, nafaa kuongea English, so pardon me. This thing started in Wuhan 2019, and there were some messages that used to describe this thing as in it originated from bats. The Chinese people ate bats, and then blah blah blah. Then somebody got the bat contained something to do with COVID. And then so people started getting sick. I think this thing started at around October. Now in December 17, that's when I came to Qatar. When I came to Qatar, I had an idea that people were dying in China, but like many people, I thought this thing will be contained and China will fight it because it had originated from the from the bats. Now in January there was some economic differences with the US and the China. They were competing economically, so they were blaming each other. Oh, you're the ones who did this, we were the ones who did this. And then in that argument there came another conspiracy. Some fununu, we call them maybe hearsays, which stipulated that the US and China, they confronted each other because I think there were some spies in China from the US. They wanted to take what the Chinese people are doing in the labs. They had an inside man. They stole some contained something that contained this COVID. When there was some shootout, and then this thing fell, and then some Americans and some China people inhaled that thing, and that's how this thing spread. So that was in January. That's how the story changed from the bats to this one now. And mind you, all this time, this COVID, these Chinese people had not talked about it. They were just saying they're dying, but they were not telling us why they're dying. You know, it was more of conspiracy. Now February, things got bizarre because people started dying. People started getting infected, and we did not know what cure this thing the cure to this thing was. Many people like me, we speculated that this corona was more of a SARS, like it will stay like 6 months maximum, and then it colors, it ends, everything goes back to normal. But this was not the case. So on March 12th, I was working in Qatar Foundation. Then my location was changed, and I was taken to a hospital, and I was given all those kits. Mind you, I was given all those kits, and I took over. My duty was to make order, but not law, and give security to that area, and it was good. Everything was good, and I used to see people suffering, people having problems in breathing, people, yeah, they were sick. Yeah, Kenyans, everyone was sick. The whole world was sick. Even the data started trickling in every places in the world. Everyone started saying, "Oh, we have this number of people, we have this number of deaths." China was at the topmost of the most infected, but USA overthrew them within few months. So within these few months, yes, when I was in a hospital, when I was not sick, but I was a guard somewhere in the hospital. Yes, I saw these things, and then there came to a conclusion that if somebody goes to quarantine for 10 or 21 days, he or she may survive this virus, and fortunately it worked. Yeah, it worked. Most people have been sick with this coronavirus, and after quarantine they are good. And there are no medicines which they are given. This case, they were not given any medicine. Maybe what was treated was these diseases that were chronic. Maybe asthma. You have asthma. Those kind of things. So yeah, I had no idea there was a second phase. Now we're in the third phase. Now, here's the dumbest idea that I have. Yeah, the dumbest idea that I have. Now, I said earlier that that I'll give the most dumbest idea. I said that one. Yes. Now, this is my dumbest idea. It may look silly, but I think you put into consideration. First of all, I said I'm not a medical practitioner. Second, I'm not a scientist. But I usually say this: if all the theories go wrong, sometimes stupidness helps to contain a situation. You're getting my point? I hope you're getting my point, right? Okay, now, if someone who has corona goes to a quarantine and he gets out negative, I think the whole world should have an emergency. Yeah, emergency. What do you call it? Yeah, emergency. You should call in for emergency and a worldwide 10-day quarantine to everyone. Don't mind the jobs. Don't mind the businesses. Don't mind anything. Just 10 days. Everyone stays at home or wherever they are. And then maybe the nurses and the doctors continue working. Those who are negative, they continue working in the hospitals because there may be other diseases which need to be contained. And the police officers and the army who are negative, they distribute food to different individuals in the villages and in the streets and wherever it is, they distribute food for 10 days. Because if you have been able to survive for 1 year and some few months, 3 months, 10 days won't hurt a bit. So if we can stay for 10 days and all of us get out safe, I told you it's the dumbest idea, but I know if people have been getting cured from this, if people have been recapitulating whatever the word is from this disease through a quarantine, we can set a whole 10 days of quarantine. Then everyone to get out quarantine COVID free. Maybe these people want this thing to continue. we have world leaders, and if world leaders cooperate well, I know this thing we can finalize it within few days, because people have been coming out from this positiveness to negative. So if world leaders can agree with this one at least, I think we can go on to get to be in a better place to fight this COVID. Now, the question that I am asking myself is, one, is there someone somewhere who is like manufacturing other COVID mutations or something? That's why I said that maybe I need someone to tell me, because I have this intuition that somebody somewhere is manufacturing these things somewhere, just because 1 year 1 year, I think something should be done with this COVID, because now God gave us this year for free, and He gave us a solution which we saw with our own eyes, that people are getting in the rehabilitation center, the COVID, the quarantine, and coming out negative. But still people are looking for cures. What cure are you looking for? You already have the cure. You have been vaccinated. I know, I've already been vaccinated. Prevention is better than cure. But it's this thing I usually say. Let's say, for example, these what do you call it? Let's say like TB. First of all, they found the cure, then they found the vaccine. This one, we found the cure. Yes, we found the cure, which was the quarantine. For me, I think that's the cure, because I told you this is the dumbest shit I've thought of, but I think this quarantine thing is the cure. But people will never accept, because everyone wants to be rich. Everyone thinks, my business will collapse. 10 days. All the economy can go caravan, no problem. But 10 days we can at least, we just stay like that, stay at home. And then after 10 days we can come out and throw out these masks. Because, sometimes I usually say, if cleverness, if someone defeats you with intelligence, defeat that person with foolishness, because sometimes foolishness helps and cowardice helps. You understand? Eh? So if there is a way that we can curb this thing via that route, I would advise these people to take that measure, if it can cure everyone, and we forget about this COVID thing. Imagine now we are going 2 years wearing nappies in our mouths, and God give us this free air to breathe. Guys, may God protect us, may God protect you, may God protect me, and adios amigo, and think about this thing, and if you can share it. If you find it sensible, and if you find it dumb, please don't share it. But that's my view. Everyone has his opinion, everyone has his voice, and everyone is entitled to his own opinion. Yeah, everyone is entitled. So guys, have a lovely evening. I love you all. Those who have subscribed, thank you very much. I'm almost reaching 50. I'm at 30. Hey, it's a good thing. I started at 0, 1, 2, 3, now 30. That is a good number. Thank you guys. God bless you. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.